So just to show you some basic search, questions are coming into us all day long. What is the status of this? What are we doing with this? Do you know the update of this? Hey, want to go to lunch? All those questions that come in, critical stuff. And the user has to make a decision, or they have to find information. So one of the ways that we can do things in OnBase, let's say Sam calls, maybe he wants more money, he's wondering the status of his application. A user can conduct a search, and we have several ways to do that in OnBase, so I'll show you a few. One is we know we're looking for his application for employment. Here's everybody. I didn't even enter any keywords, but we can see all of the different types of metadata that we have. Keywords that we can search on. We can even do a full text search that's like Google. We have little sticky notes that we can put on documents in OnBase, just like you might add a Post-it. And the content of those notes is searchable too. We can have security on also. So here I have my huge list, just like you would in Excel. I'll pull this up a little bigger. I'm trying to keep an eye on my resolution here. We can assort in ascending or descending order. A user can modify exactly what they want this to look like. Maybe I'm going to just type at the top that filters. And here's Sam's application. This is a Unity form. This is an electronic form posted to a publicly facing website that someone built, designed, configured without knowing a single line of code. Now all of the checks and balances of this is required, and we have a drop down here, and maybe there's a signature and an attachment. All of that is built into the form. All of those checks and balances without having to know how to write a single line of code. So we can leave all the API coding and programming to the technical folks, and a business analyst type user can begin to design and configure some of these forms. And if you do know how to program, even better, these will be that much easier for you. So here we have our application for employment, and we see the cover letter and the resume associated with today's date. These things got associated or cross-referenced or related automatically simply because they all have the same employee ID, customer number, applicant number, student ID, project ID, whatever unique value will keep them related. And then we can pull up these related documents, look at the whole picture, and we're good to go. You'll notice here down at the bottom, so this is on the application, here's an example of that sticky note. And I could add another electronic note, or we have a whole library up here of different things you can do. You can stamp something, you can circle it, you can draw an arrow. You could even create your own custom notes that all have individual levels of privacy. And sometimes there's so many notes that we even have an additional filter for the notes themselves as things are happening. Here's our cross-references. This is our metadata, so the same kind of stuff that we saw on the email and attachment. And then lastly, we have our conversations. These are collaborative discussions about content in OnBase. Should we hire him? Should we not? I don't know. What do you think? This was missing. We need to find this. Now that conversation, which was formerly happening in email, disconnected from Sam's application, is now brought right inside alongside the transaction. And so when we talk about digital transformation, this is an easy way. Let the email be the notification, and let all of the content remain in an application like OnBase, and then we can surface this through Outlook or SAP or Workday or Oracle or whatever systems you're using. So that's one example of our search. And I'm right back in Outlook after I find the information that I need and answer the question and make my little updates.